My parents used to take me to stay the night, sleep over at my grandfather's house, and that was the best thing for me. My grandfather, grandmom used to treat me very well. My grandfather, all I remember, his house was just books. They had more books than chairs or tables or anything. Libraries everywhere. He used to pick a book and read it with me and explain it to me. And you have to realize that my grandfather passed away when I was 8. So anything I remember about my grandfather means I was younger than that age. I don't know how he did that. Apparently he was able to read quite well, which was a product of Egyptian government schools. I was in an Egyptian government school at the time in the 60s, and I was able to read and understand what he was showing me. He used to take me from my hand and show me this book, explain. This whole cabinet is about the author Taha Hussein, who was a very famous writer and a minister of education at the time, wrote a lot of novels. Taha Hussein was battling for free education, for access, for equitable society. The poor and rich should have the same rights to education. Most Egyptians were poor and were not allowed many rights, and he was defending that right. His battle for education was to make education available to everybody. At the time, coming from the kingdom to the new republic, but education was in good shape in terms of the teachers and the content. He's not talking our language of today about life skills and curricula and pedagogy and stuff. He was not an educator in that sense. He was a writer. He was a huge novelist and a huge thinker. I guess I was lucky to be born in late 50s and to be a young boy in the early 60s, mid 60s and so on. Egypt had lots of great minds, and they used to write in the newspapers. The newspaper would come every morning. If you flip through it, you read for Taha Hussein, you read for Tawfiq al-Hakim, you read for great writers, and the language and the depths and the analysis, and we had great talents in writing, in arts, in music. The songs of the day, the lyrics were heavy poetry that everybody was listening to easily. So I'm blessed to have been there because I have seen those benchmarks, and you know that they are the product of our free education system. So at that time, it was very, very highly ranked. So it wasn't one or two people. We had a whole generation and our teachers were quite knowledgeable and good educators. Our faculty in the College of Engineering were equally good. Taha Hussein, who's my idol, battled for free education for all. I hope people remember that I battled for free state-of-the-art knowledge for all, like the EKB, but also that we put the seed and the foundation for a modern education system, that brings Egypt back to the frontiers of the world, leading countries, not in terms of having oil or resources like that, but having intellectuals. And that is something is dear to me. I'm proud of Egypt as the source of inspiration since the pharaohs throughout history in many phases, and was a cultural hub. Hopefully we go back to that. We have millions of bright kids who just need an opportunity. And so I trust that today there are 25 million kids in the K-12 system. That's a huge number. If 10 or 15% of them are benefiting from what we offer them, they will propel Egypt forward, I think.